Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Brandon Kelly. I am the crypto trader, and today we will be discussing a few trades to make you money, save you time, and enjoy a little bit of success here in the crypto community. First things first, I did want to thank everybody. We do have some subscribers. We're actually live on the air right now. So if you happen to be on that, thank you. I will be checking the chat and looking for you guys to get involved. If you have any questions, want to slingshot some comments to me, feel free to do that. All right. Well, let's get right into it. Okay. Today's topic is the Bitcoin bubble. Do we buy or sell? And hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a much better answer if you're searching for that question. So as we all know, Bitcoin is in a bubble right now. We had a really good run here for about 2 or 3 months. And then the past 2 days, it just kind of all went downhill really quick, right? And if you look at the last video, I kind of showed you guys how to look at these different levels in the chart and to kind of see, how this lifespan is happening, and more so when something like this happens, what do we do? How do we react to it? This is Poloniex. This is a chart they have on there. These different lines you guys see right here are the Fibonacci levels. Once you start to learn a little bit more about mathematics and universal harmonics, how everything is, interrelated through the golden spiral to Fibonacci, one of the things they teach you is that stocks are following that same trend as well. So as you can see, as we zoom out on time, these levels are still really significant. So this price right here, that first level, this is the 78th percentile, I believe, 78, 64, something like that, 50 and 61 up there, 23, depending on how you're counting the math. You see, they're still significant. So that was a big time support level as we went up. It touched that line again. Had to break through that one. And once we broke through that 50%, we were going to the moon up until we got all the way to the top. So anybody that's online right now, I'm going to ask you, what do you think? Bitcoin in a bubble, should we buy or sell? Let's see who's out there. SSENT. It looks like you said sell. Well, that's what a lot of people are doing, actually. A lot of people are selling right now. It's a lot of people taking money off the table. Some people might have got in, up here and they lost money, and they bought back in right there and they lost some more, and they're like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done with Bitcoin forever until next week. And then they'll be back. So we don't want to be one of those people. But now, if you did make some money, now is a good time to take it off the table. And I will tell you why. It's not because the stock is currently going down. It's relative to your position. So like I said, if you made some money and you're comfortable with taking some profit, now is a good time to do so. Because when we look at where this support is coming back into the chart, we can zoom out a little bit and see that even if you sell right now at 2,000, what is it at? About $2,000, right? Yeah, 2023. So $2,000 flat. You'll still have a solid area to catch yourself where the market is going to have to make another choice. Do we want to go down, or do we want to, go up? See, right now, literally, it's fighting to decide. You see it keep bouncing between, 2050 and 2000, because once it crosses this line, then it's usually going to go to the next one. So if you sell right now and it does continue to go down, that right around 1800, you'll have another opportunity to get back in it if that's what you want to do. If it breaks through that one, then we have another one coming up at 1500. I remember this thing going up. It was weird because it always happened around the 80s. So like 1580, 1880, 1780. 2080 was a big number. I think that's when it broke out right there, 2080. So yeah, it's weird with the 80s, but that was a big number. Even when I first started buying, I was buying in at between 480 and 580. And then once it got above 680, it was going up even higher. So just a little tidbit. But a quick thing I wanted to talk about with you guys was when you look at this market, when you look at the cryptocurrencies, and that's what I try to do. I don't want to just talk about Bitcoin. I want to talk about the market all together, right? So when we look at the cryptocurrency market, it's not just Bitcoin. There are many coins. And so this is what we began to talk about yesterday. But as you can see in this market right now, a lot of these coins are red. You know, what we learned yesterday, a red candle is not very good. That means it's a lot of people taking money from that stock, right? From that currency. Green is good, red is bad. I think we all know that. So one of the things I wanted to compare it to you guys was, if you think of it, it's kind of like a heartbeat, right? The market is a living and breathing thing, and it has its own pulse, and that's kind of what we talked about yesterday. I'll have a link in the video, but you know, the pulse of the market is the top and the bottom, and a long time it runs, you know, up to the top, down to the bottom, up to the top, down to the bottom. You know, as long as that top is getting higher and that bottom is getting higher, you're going in the right direction. Once this thing stops altogether, you're not in a place, you know, you expect it to be, or maybe you are, depending on, you know, your rationality. But another thing, if you think about a heart, another thing that happens, those people that understand biology, you'll notice right away. But when one side of the heart contracts, the other side relaxes. So it's like that love dub, right? And that's what happens with Bitcoin and the other cryptos as well. So for example, 2 days ago, when Bitcoin was going up like that, all the cryptos were red, every last one, similar to how it is right now. This is because all of the money that people had on these stocks right here, these different coins, they moved over to Bitcoin. Consequently, when all that money started disappearing, now everything's going down. Now the heart is shrinking, it's contracting, it's, you know, it's getting really, really cold. It's beating a lot slower, a lot lower. It's almost like it's sleeping right now. When you sleep at night, your heart is at the most rest it'll be, you know, essentially in your whole life. That's why it feels so good to sleep, because your body actually rests and recovers. You know, when we talked yesterday, we talked about comparing this chart to a person running. You know, you can run really, really fast, right, and go really, really high, but you can only do it for a short amount of time. You know, if you're going to make it through this long haul marathon, you know, which is what Bitcoin has been able to do, then you're going to have to take some breaks. You know, you're going to have to go to bed at night. You're going to have to eat your vegetables. You're going to have to go to bed, you know, get to bed early, do your homework, you know, all that good stuff our parents taught us. That's what Bitcoin is doing right now. We see it's done it before. It's done it before. So don't panic. If you made some money, take a little bit of profit off, but expect to get back in the market at one of these lower levels. That's all I got for right now. Bitcoin is not in a bubble. It's just taking a little nap. This is your boy BK. If you like the video, subscribe it, like it, comment me. We got a pretty good community right now. I'm also on TradingView, BKND on there. I have a link for you guys in the description. Peace, and I'll talk to you later.